Hey neighbor, we got our cold clothes on. You don't have your jacket on, but I got my jacket on. It's kind of raw outside. We've been faced with some days of cold rain. Weather shifting a little bit, but today we're going to be talking about next year, 2026, and we're going to be explaining to you our live plant program and talking about some more things. We got some changes coming for next year. Welcome to the Row by Row Gardening Show, the best dadgum gardening show on the internet, where we talk about gardening, a little bit of cooking, and growing your own food. Now sit back and enjoy. All right, so for 2026, we have got a couple of new things coming, and we got a lot of things in the works. But I'm not sure we'll have them all ready by the spring of 2026, but we got some major things.
Y'all been working hard. Behind the
scenes, we got a lot going on. Oh, man. Wow, I wonder sometimes if I said they were going to stop. Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna be building again?
Building again. We're putting in some new operational stuff, trying to get our live plant program, get all the kinks worked out. We've been playing with this for a couple of years now, and wow. Here's the thing, you never really know what your challenges are until you do it. And we found out what our challenges are. We think we're trying to solve some of those. So we made some headways, but we still got some more to make. We found some problems that we had, and we're trying some solutions for that. So we got a lot going on there.
I know, just when I think, we can breathe, he starts another project.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to solve issues. Just trying to solve issues is really all I'm trying to do. And that can get deep sometimes.
What do you say about growing?
You got to grow, or you
can't
back in the. You can't stay still.
You can't stay still.
Can't stay still.
You will not stay still.
Can't stay still. So all right. So seed potatoes. We made some changes this year on seed potatoes. So we're getting our seed potatoes in probably a good 20 days earlier this year. And the reason for that is because we built a new facility we can hold our seed potatoes. In the past, we didn't have the right facility to hold our seed potatoes, and they would sprout on us. So we had a short window of when we could get them in, and then we could ship them out. This year it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be able to get them in sooner. We'll hold them in a climate that they like to be held in, and we can ship them out for a longer period of time.
Also means we can ship them out a little early too.
We ship them a little. The
to
problem
those in Florida
has been in the past. We always wanted to get them in the middle of January. Well, up north where we get our seed potatoes from, the cold weather is so bad you can't hardly get trucks out of there that time of the year. So it's just been a nightmare the last few years. So this year we're getting them in December before the weather gets really, really bad. And we put in a new cooler that specifically holds seed potatoes. Now, you may ask, what is the ideal storage conditions for seed potatoes? It's about 37, 38 degrees.
Wow. And
about 90 to 100% humidity.
And that stops them from sprouting.
Stops them from sprouting. That's the exact opposite of what we want to store our seeds in. We like that cold of a temperature for seed storage, but we have to have a low humidity. So we put in another cooler that we could manipulate our humidity to store these potatoes. So we've got that done about 6 weeks ago. So we're in good shape there. We're going to get them in, put them inside there, and we can ship those seed potatoes out earlier to our people in the South. Florida, down deep Texas, Louisiana.
Do you know the types of potatoes?
We're doing the same ones we did last year.
So that would be Kennebec, Red Norland, Yukon Gold, Irish Cobbler, Australian Crescent, and Viking.
Yep. So we got these on the website right now. There's an email went out earlier for pre-sales. We're going to have them in, and we're going to start shipping around the 5th of January. So if you need your potatoes early, go ahead and place them, and we'll start shipping around.
Can you pick your shipping date?
You cannot pick your shipping date right now. We don't have that system in place that you can pick your shipping date. But you can keep them as well. Just make sure you put them in a nice, cool spot.
In the dark.
In the dark, and they'll keep better. We have a problem shipping them after they sprout, but if you have them where they sprout, you're okay. Actually, you want them sprouted a little bit before you plant them. But we don't want them sprouted too much when we ship them because the eyes will break off there. So we're making dramatic headways in that part of things so we'll be able to service our customers down in the Deep South because nobody else does that. No other seed company out there are shipping seed potatoes as early as we do. Most of the seed companies out there are up north, and they don't start shipping until even March.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of customers in Deep South, and we knew this has been an issue. We're still trying to solve that for you. So hopefully this year that issue will be solved. We're doing something a little bit different this year. We're going to be offering strawberry bare root plants March and April. These will come up on pre-sales the end of January. We'll start pre-selling these. We have partnered with a company that grows bare root strawberries, and we're going to have everbearing and June bearing. We'll have 2 different types.
And how is these different from what we sold in the fall?
What we sold in the fall was plugs. They already have the root system in there. These bare root ones work fine, but they have a couple limitations to them. So we'll get these shipments in, and we'll turn around and ship these out to you. So what we do is we pre-sell these to know how many we need. We get them in, and we put them in a cooler because they need to be cooled, kept cool. But we'll turn around and reship these out to you, and you need to plant them pretty quick. With a plug type situation, you have a little more shelf life. With these bare root, you don't have as much time. They do wonderful if you get them in and get them shipped, and the customer plants them pretty quick.
Right. So you need to have your beds ready.
Need to be ready. And we'll be shipping these around the 15th of March.
Or containers. You can put them in containers.
Or the 15th of April. And we're going to have everbearing strawberries for the first time. So we'll have different types.
And what's...
Everbearings is ones that you can put in the ground and they'll live year after year instead of June berries. June berries normally produce, and we normally do away with those, and we start again next year with the everbearings. You ever seen a strawberry bed that was just there for years?
Yeah, so can we have everbearings here?
We can. They don't do as well for us as the Juneberry does. Okay. I am more of a proponent of the Juneberry.
For us, yeah.
Okay. All right, asparagus. We did asparagus crowns last year. We're going to have them again this year, same time frame. We're going to be pre-selling them at the 1st of February for shipment in March and April. Same type thing. A lot of people ordered asparagus last year. We sold out of them. So if you want to plant asparagus crowns, go ahead. And when we send that out in February, pre-order those, and then you'll have them on your list. We'll get them in. We're going to ship them to you. Those are bare root as well. We treat those exactly like we do the strawberries. We bring them in here. We put them in a cooler. And we can leave them in our cooler for up to 2 weeks before we ship them out. But we try to get them out as quick as possible.
Okay.
Couple of new things this year is going to be turmeric and ginger. We've never sold ginger plants before, but we're going to sell ginger plants this coming year.
I'm excited. I got some ginger here that I freeze dried. This was back last year. Smell that.
I want to taste a little bit. Why?
I love the taste of ginger. You can't taste it?
I did then. Oh, I got enough on there. A little spicy.
Put that back in there.
Okay. A little spicy.
Now that your slobber's all over it.
That has no water in it, so that's the real deal there.
Yeah.
That's the potent stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little spicy.
I like to put it in my teas. But yeah, I freeze dried that. And talking about turmeric, I have turmeric fingers. I have been doing turmeric non-stop since Thursday. Freeze dried turmeric. You want to taste it?
Yes, I do.
You're going to have to pop the top because I sealed it with my little sealer thing.
So I did a video last week showing harvesting turmeric, and we harvested a bunch off a little bitty small area. And I said in that video that I didn't know, I plead ignorance here, of anybody that grows turmeric, eat it because it's good. It's good. They use it more for medicinal purposes instead of culinary purposes.
And you were corrected.
And I was corrected.
And we appreciate those comments. A lot of people, it's used in curry dishes. It's used a lot with ginger in combination.
It has a little bit of a flavor to it, but not near what the ginger. Ginger is way more potent than this is.
It's used in like bread and butter pickles to get the yellow color.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Yeah.
No.
I knew that and I had forgot it. People use it in breads for the color. And the one thing about growing turmeric yourself is you know exactly what's in it. And you don't have to have a freeze dryer. You can use a dehydrator. You can even use your oven on if it'll go down to a low temperature. But if you buy your turmeric, you need to look on it, because I was reading in Bangladesh and other countries, they have lead in there, and they've had trouble with kids having lead poisoning. So be careful if you buy your turmeric, look at the ingredients and make sure there's not any heavy metals in there that shouldn't be.
Common problem. Most of our turmeric is imported in this country is metal contamination with it. That is the biggest issue of why you want to grow your own.
Yeah. And I showed last week, and I'll throw the video up there in a card, how I make my turmeric capsules. Really easy. I use this thing called Capsule It. But everybody seemed to enjoy that video with both of us on there.
Turmeric and ginger both, we've grown both of them the last couple of years. They're fun to grow, easy to grow. Here's the thing, they don't take a lot of room. You can take one raised bed and grow a lot of it. So, and it's one of those things, it does take up your soil, your bed for the whole growing season. But if you
it's pretty. It's very like ornamental, like a house plant to me.
And if you got one of those raised beds in an area that's in the shade a little bit, it's the ideal place to plant these right here. And it's something unusual and different.
Yeah. And talking about the black pepper in here, I was reading on that. It enhances the absorption and the efficiency. But there have been some studies that if you don't put the correct amount of pepper in there, you could do some damage to your liver. So make sure if you're buying it that it has.
They've also been some information out there saying that black pepper is not needed for absorption. So that's a little bit, I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I've seen it both ways. I see
more pros than cons. It also says to mix turmeric and ginger together is a really good combination.
I can see
for intestinal problems and cardiovascular health. So I think that's what I'm going to do next time is make me a ginger and turmeric capsule.
That would be good. So in the past, we've sold the turmeric rhizomes, and they work wonderful, but the thing about them is they won't sprout till the temperature gets enough. So we would sell these, and people would complain they're not sprouting. Well, you can plant them, but they're not going to come up till May. Till the ground warms up. I don't care what you do. They're not going to rot if you don't plant them in the swampy area. They're going to sit there and they're going to come up when they want to. This year, we may be selling plants that have already started, which will help them out a little bit. But you still don't need to plant them too early. They like the hot weather.
I have some out behind my potato garden. I don't know why we planted them out there. It's where the tobacco is. Mm-hmm. And I just let them go and come back every year. And they are huge plants and so pretty. It'd be interesting to see what the roots look like.
Yeah.
But I just let them come back and be like annuals.
I had ginger like that for a couple of years. But anyway, we will be having ginger and turmeric this spring, so you can grow you a little bit of that. You don't need a lot of it.
And if you can always use the 100-gallon root pouch if you don't have a raised bed container. That's a good thing to put it in, and just keep that root pouch for your turmeric. And you always leave some rhizomes in there, and it just come back year to year.
And if you do that, you can put it in a shaded area. You can move it around, which turmeric and ginger both like a little shade. All right, next is sweet potatoes. Middle of February, we'll start pre-selling sweet potatoes. We're working on some improvements on that. Ooh, give me the sneezies.
Sneezies?
We're working on some improvements, maybe on the shipping, but we're working on some improvements with our sweet potato plants. The problem in the past is we ship most of them USPS. They take too long to get there. So we're working on some things there, but we will have sweet potato plants, again, available springtime. We're going to do blackberries again in the springtime for the first time ever. And these are plugs like we sold this last year, and most people want to plant in the spring instead of the fall. They do well in the fall, but I get that. Most people are more interested.
But for the northerners, this will be good.
Yeah, and most people are more interested in planting in the springtime. It's just the way things are. So the end of February, we'll start pre-selling those. We will have tomato and pepper plants again this year, and probably sometime in February, we'll start pre-selling those. We're going to start shipping those out the 1st of March for our friends in the deep, deep South. We're changing up a little bit of our varieties this year. We're going to be offering some more different types, not a lot. We're going to be offering Cherokee carbon tomato, for example. So we're mixing it up a little bit, and we've got some real big improvements making on our plants. We're using a grow coon this year that holds the root system together better, working on some new packaging. So
Will you be growing them yourself this year?
maybe some, maybe not all. We're working on that.
And there'll be different shipping.
Different shipping, and I hope working on some different packaging, and all different kind of stuff. So we're excited about that.
Also, something coming up is we're going to have a lot newer fresh cut flower seeds. And I was looking at some of them that they've been looking at. One's a double lemon calendula.
Yeah.
Does that just not sound?
Yeah.
A sun cherry zinnia, a paradoso coneflower, a new Sweet William mix, and double Dutch white cosmos. Isn't that exciting?
It is. Evan and I have been working on these cut flowers for a while, and Evans took the lead on this right here, and we're really making some exciting.
I've got a whole spot. I just want all this just in like
I'm excited about the flowers.
like a
for next year.
wildflower, but with cut flowers.
Yeah, I think I said we're offering some new things for next year as far as seeds, but our biggest new offering is going to be flowers. Really getting into that some more. We're going to be growing those, showing y'all what they look like. But we've got calendula in the front office right now.
Oh man!
And it's beautiful. So I don't know why more people don't plant calendula. It's just, and that new one right there, it's going to be off the chain.
Double lemon.
Double lemon. How could it get any better than that? All right, so that's what we got coming up for 2026, and we got new seeds. We'll go over them later. We got some new offer on seeds, new vegetables, and they're gonna be some things that get cut. So we just got an email yesterday from one of the breeders, and they're cutting some varieties that we got. So we're gonna see some cuts of some things that go by the wayside, and then we'll be adding some. But that's for another show.
Another show.
Yep.
And speaking of shows, we're planning out next year. So in the comments, put in what you would like to see us talk about or teach you, or topics for the row by row, or topics for Greg's video that he does every Sunday night.
Yep. That helps
And
us a
if
lot.
there's anything you'd like to see me do. I've kind of been slack on the videos.
Yep. All right, so garden spotlight of the week is, and this is really impressive, Jesse Harden. And Jesse's in Zone 7B, Martinsville, Virginia, and he's growing Jimmy Red corn. Look at there. He did a wonderful job on Jimmy Red corn.
Ambrosia sweet corn, gold price squash, cucumbers, a short double row of Hoss Green Blaze, Mustang, and that's like all that.
Yep.
And Camaro pumpkins.
Yep. Thank you, Jesse. That is awesome. Man, what a clean, nice looking garden. Even got a little fence up there to keep critters out of it. That's awesome. Thank you for sending that in and sharing it with us. I love our folks in Virginia. I love Virginia. That part of the area, country up there is just beautiful for me. Virginia, Kentucky, West
I know.
Virginia.
When we go through there, you always say, "I love to live here. I love to live here."
I know it's not as great as it appears to be, but it just
And
looks
then
like
you're like, "I can't wait to get back home."
I do love the rolling hills up there. All right, so the Grinch drawing, Grinch
The
drawing,
green Grinch. The Hoss Grinch is on the set for the holidays because the bobblehead took a bobble.
Rob Harris TN, and we're assuming that's Tennessee, Rob. Rob Harris, Tennessee TN is the winner this week. Rob, I have got my Get Dirty socks on right now, and we're going to be sending you a pair of ba-boom, ba-boom.
We need to get some new Get Dirty socks for
Yeah.
next year.
I still like these, but we do need some new ones. So, Rob, send us your information too.
Support@growhouse.com.
Yep. All right, folks. Next year's going to be exciting. A lot of new things coming up. It's time. We're all planning our garden for next year. You can't help it. These cold days, you want to sit inside and you want to think about what am I going to do next year. So, a lot of Some of the same things coming up, some of the new things coming up.
I'm gonna do a lot of flowers.
I'm gonna do a lot of flowers.
Yeah, I've just been fantasizing and planning.
Flowers really brighten my day. Yep. All right, folks, thank you for joining us. Now it's your turn to get outside and get dirty.